During this season of the year, I want to ask you to reflect on something very, very deeply. So let's go to our devotion and find out what it's all about. During this time of the year, we think about Jesus and who He is and what He's done. We think about what's happened the past year. We begin to look at what's going to happen in the future. And there's a lot of things that are taking place. And I think it's important for us to reflect on those deep things in life. And one of the persons in the Bible that gives us a good way to do that is Joshua. When Joshua came to the end of his life, I mean, he had experienced a lot of things as a young man. He was sent in as a spy to spy out the land for Moses and the people of God. And he came back with a heart filled with faith. He received the baton from Moses. He went into the promised land with the children of Israel. He saw all of these things. And then he comes to the end of his life. And there's several things that we can see. First of all, he encouraged the people with the things that he had heard. He encouraged them not to be afraid. He encouraged them to be courageous. He encouraged them to obey the words of God, all that God had commanded them. But there was another thing that he said at the end of his life, and that was to remember the promises of God. Oh, listen, when life comes to an end, the way we are to be successful is remembering the promises of God. You know, one of the great verses of scriptures in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 that I have claimed, I have prayed over many, many, many times, and that is, faithful is He who calls you, who will also bring it to pass. Or another version says, who will also do it. So when God puts a call on your life, He's going to bring it to pass. Whatever He's called you to do, you may think it's impossible. He will bring it to pass. He will enable you to do. He's called you to be like Him. He's called you to run this race. He's called you to finish the race. You see, Joshua finished well. Why? Because he knew the promise of God. He stood on the promise of God. He obeyed the word of God, and he was courageous because he knew what God had promised. God's made promises to you in His Word. Take His promises, embrace His promises, run this race with the Word of God, with the promises of God, and you too will finish just like Joshua finished. You will finish well.